Hey guys, Penguin here. Uh, this is the first time I'm trying out a recording session kind of like this. So I have my camera over here, and then I've got my computer over here, and I don't have my editing software. So I'm gonna see where this takes me. So I'm recording video here, and I'm gonna try to just read off of here, and then look over here and tell you guys. So we'll see how this goes. I'm also recording here in case I'm somehow able to get both of the streams working, but we'll see how it happens. So, we got a bunch of Sun and Moon news today. So, today was E3, right? It was the first day of E3 for Pokemon, well, for Nintendo, rather, and they were talking about Pokemon and, the new, the new Zelda game, right? And they started off with Pokemon, and first off, we hear that, the game will no longer won't be directed by Junichi Masuda anymore. Instead, it's going to be by Shigeru Omori, and then Omori and Junichi Masuda will be the overall producer. That's pretty cool. Seeing how he's kind of taking a step back from Pokemon, he's like, all right, I've done what I can with this series, trying to see where someone else's creative mind will take the game now. And I feel like that's a really good idea, because you don't want to have just one guy doing the entire thing, because if no one has experience when he's gone, what are they going to do, right? So we also got a bunch of new news that's actually part of the game. So apparently the focus on the development of the starters was based on their movement when in battle. I don't really understand the point of that, but if someone can explain that to me, that'd be nice. And they told us Ledyba will be found in the game, so as I was saying, we're not just going to be... they're not pulling a Gen 5 on us, rather. That we're actually going to be able to find Pokemon outside of this new generation, so that's cool. And then also, they revealed that... I think I have a picture of it somewhere, maybe not. But basically, you can check stat changes. That's amazing. You can see, oh crap, how many times did they use a growl on me? Stuff like that. And then also, you can pull up if it's a move is going to be super effective, or not very effective. And that's a very interesting thing, because we don't really have to memorize type charts anymore, and that's an odd choice for them to take, but I guess it would work, right? So, here, let's see what else we have. They also announced Ledyba as number 20, and the bird Pokemon we saw before, that's going to be level, it's going to be number 10, so it's going to be the very first Pokemon you see that isn't a starter, and that's just odd, right? Anyway, they announced that bird Pokemon, rather, is going to be Pikipek, I think, Pikipek, and it's going to be normal flying type, with the abilities Keen Eye and Skill Link. Skill Link. That's amazing. Putting that on something that has maybe Drill Peck, we'd have a flying type that's always hitting 5 times a really strong move. That's insane. I'm just gonna say that. It has 2 evolutions, yeah. They also announced Yungoos, which I love the name for. It's literally a mongoose, but they named it Yungoos. I don't know why it's Yun, but mongoose. Can you even find mongoose, rather? Mongoose in Hawaii. Hawaii. Yeah, there we go. Hawaii. Mongoose, Hawaii. Yes, mongoose are apparently indigenous to Hawaii. Sorry, invasive species. Yeah, they're an invasive species in Hawaii, but considering they're invasive species means they're also very common. So I feel like this is going to be like a Poochyena of this region, and then Pikipek's going to be like your Pidgey. Oh, that's a picture of them either having sex or just being really comfortable with each other. Let's see. They also announced the first bug-type Pokemon in the region, and I'm loving it. It's a Grub. It's a Grubbin, I believe it is. So let's look up Grubs. So, it's got these random huge pincers on it, and as I'm looking up a picture of a Grub, yeah, Grubs do have pincers, and the Pokemon is really just, making giant pincers. Whoa, that is a big Grub. So I just saw a picture, a Shutterstock picture, but, I feel like it could probably evolve into something cool. Grub life cycle. Yeah, let's see, so what would a Grub evolve into, right? So they just evolve straight up into beetles. Maybe Grubbin evolves into Heracross or Pinsir? Maybe? So let's see, they go from their egg to the first stage of being a grub, second stage of being a grub, third stage of being a grub, then they turn into a pupa, and then finally they turn into a beetle. Now this one I'm seeing is from the University of Arkansas, and it turns into what looks a lot like a scarab beetle. So that could actually be very cool. Either it's 3 stages of a grub turning into a bigger grub, which doesn't sound like much Pokemon. Like, there's maybe 30 Pokemon that just evolve into bigger versions of themselves. Because literally it's not a difference at all. It literally just gets bigger. So I feel like it's going to be a grub, pupa, and then adult, and then its adult is going to be maybe Heracross or things. But if it's like another Heracross like Pokemon and it's like a Scarab Beetle, it'd be amazing because I've always loved Scarab Beetles. So it's like a Scarab Beetle. They're actually some of the coolest things ever. I really enjoy them. So yeah, they're typically I feel like it's probably going to be continuing with the yellow color scheme that they gave us, and then its shiny should be blue to make it like the blue scarab. And then if they do, I'm definitely going to name it Khepri, because that's an awesome idea. Khepri, the dung beetle god of Egypt. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing? Oh yes, Grubbin, it has the ability of Stakeout and Strongjaw. It's a normal type. Wait, no, not Yungoos. Sorry. Yungoos has, it's defined as always hungry. It's found on Route 1, so yeah, it's your Poochyena. It's a normal type with, once more, Poochyena. And it has the ability to Stakeout and Strongjaw. Stakeout's a new one, and I believe this ability means that Pokemon's moves can deal twice the normal damage onto any Pokemon that switches in or enters the field mid-battle. So basically, that's like Pursuit, but it's like a stat crease for like Pursuit. Like it's just if they've ever needed to be pursued, deals extra damage to them. That's amazing. And then Magearna, they finally announced what Soul Heart does, and it increases its special attack by 1 stage, which is special attack increase. That's all it's going to say, which is 1 stage every time a Pokemon faints. So with the new battle type, if I should mention that, about Battle Royale, great movie, if anyone feels like watching that. You can find it on Netflix. But Battle Royale, I know my friend Egg's always talking about it, but basically it's you and 3 other trainers, each with 3 Pokemon, and you can all attack every Pokemon on the field, except your own, obviously. Unless you have, like, a double-edged sword type move, where it's like recoil, whatever. In that case, I guess you could hurt yourself, but I don't see the point in it. And basically, once you'll just continuously knock out everyone's Pokemon, but then once someone has lost all 3 Pokemon, the game ends. And then it tallies up the amount of Pokemon that you were able to kill. So Earthquake's going to be completely fucked up and powerful in this game. So I'm assuming if you're going to do a Battle Royale, you're going to bring a flying type. So that's a really cool idea. Although I don't see why it shouldn't just be a battle to the death. I feel like Battle Royale, I mean, that would kind of take away from the point of it. Once you get it out, then it's just it's just a smaller one. Then once you're down to 2 people, it's just a normal battle, right? So I guess that kind of makes sense why they want to keep it only Battle Royale. So I'm seeing that. And then also they were really hyping up the fact that Solgaleo and Lunala have different phases. They called them Radiant Sun Phase and Full Moon Phase, and it's only when they use their special attacks. Because we all noticed that, pretty much, that they kind of change their coloration a bit when they go into this. Or, like Solgaleo, everything kind of turns white on him. That's not... Well, it turns like yellowish white. And then Lunala just... Instead of flapping her wings, Lunala just kind of goes up in this like arc shape and just kind of stays there for a bit and then just goes in and uses the ability. So that's a very interesting idea. I don't really see the point of amping it up if we already basically knew about it. And apparently the thing that starts off our journey, they're saying in a festival in the next town that kicks off your journey. So I feel like that's going to be the Honolulu area, and they're going to be having a huge festival, and then probably either something crappy happens or you get attacked by the evil team or something. And that festival is also where you're battling Hau for the first time, and he has a Pichu. Well, not for the first time. It just says where you will battle Hau, and he has a Pichu. So that's interesting. He'll be, like, picking a Pichu. So say you choose Poplio, he'll choose a Litten and a Pichu. That's interesting idea. And also, if you choose Rowlet, he'll choose a Poplio and a Pichu. So Pichu is super effective against 2 of the Pokemon this region. That's a very interesting idea, because anything Pichu learns, I doubt, can be super effective against Litten. So Litten would probably be the best starter to choose from this, because they would choose Rowlet, which you can super effectively hit with Ember, and they choose Pichu, which won't do anything super effective against a Fire type. That's odd, but very interesting idea. Other than that, I don't believe there's anything else. Let me just check on the new Pokemon page. I'm getting all my information from Cerebi, by the way. I was following the tweets while I was celebrating the end of the year with my grandparents. But Grubbin, honestly adorable. And it's got the top head shape of like of a Scarab Beetle, so I'm really hoping he evolves into a Scarab Beetle. I'm just putting that out now. But, oh, they even gave us art for the full moon and rising sun. So, yeah, everything turns gold and white, and everything turns white and gold on the Lunala. Yeah, in that order. So it's Solgaleo turns gold and white, and then Lunala turns white and gold, which is interesting. They're basically just radiating light at that point. So that's interesting. And it looks like from here, the way that they're doing this, that Solgaleo is giving off light. It's just light shooting off of him based on this artwork. And then Lunala is absorbing light into it, which makes a lot of sense based on the thing that they've given us. The flavor text, if you will. Yeah, there we go. So, Pick-a-Peck Kenai, its height is 1 foot. Oh, it's tiny. I love it. And it's the Woodpecker Pokemon. Okay, yeah, we were right. It's also 2.6 pounds. Now here we have Yungoos, who's 1 foot 4 inches and 13.2 pounds. And it's the Loitering Pokemon. Interesting. Then here we have Grubbin. It's the Larva Pokemon, 1 foot 4 inches. So it's the same height as Yungoos. I guess because mongoose are like down on the ground, but that is a big ass grub. Wow, and it's got the ability Swarm, whereas Pick-a-Peck has Keen-Eye Skill Link, and Yungoos has Stakeout and Strongjaw. We know what Strongjaw does. That's pretty cool, and I don't believe there's anything else for me to go on. This is Penguwave, signing out.